Second down and 6 now. Willis will look to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Willis looking to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Michael Pittman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the Raiders have got him. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Christian Wilkins in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Christian Wilkins. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Real. What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Max Crosby getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down Broadway. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
White running to the left. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. 43 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Willis. This is White on the screen. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on third down.
Third down, it's Willis. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Mayfield. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On third down, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Hey, alert 33. King.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
They've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first round.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Mayfield down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
The offensive line, they're getting it done.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here now, 2nd and goal. Going on the ground, it's White, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it can even get started.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. To throw, Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bucks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Willis to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Willis. Pass complete. It's Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing, Willis. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Street. Ready.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's Willis. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucks are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Now Mayfield going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
We got London on the whole club selling out of here to doing